Hey, what's up? My name is Lourinsi, and this will be a review of the Asus S13 OLED because I love it so much. I'm gonna make a review about it. Okay, so here's the laptop. So we're gonna first discuss with the battery power. As you can see right now, this laptop has really a good battery, as many have said. Although when you see this only 52% and only runs with 1 hour, that's because I'm actually running a lot of stuff. I'm running Notepad. My browser has a couple of tabs inside there, and I'm also running FL Studio. FL Studio is draining my battery so much because it's an app for recording. It's for musicians, so it's really draining the power a lot. But if I'm just using it for like watching videos, in scrolling in the web, just reading, doing my assignments, coding, whatever it is, this laptop could last like 6 hours on 80%. Like 80 to 0, it could last 6 hours or more depending on it. Sometimes it would even say you have estimated time remaining 10 hours when I was just using it for school. So that the battery life is really good in this one. It's really good. Yeah, I tested it when I was actually gaming. Yes, this laptop can actually game. I play a lot of Dota in here, and with 80% power, I could actually play 2 good games of Dota, and that is really impressive considering that it's a very small laptop. Right, it's very thin, and I was like really shocked. I could play 2 whole games without charging the laptop for at 80% power. Yeah, so that's about like 2 hours of heavy gaming, you could say. And yeah, so on heavy usage, you could expect like 2 to 3 hours of usage, and 80% to 0 with this laptop. So we're gonna go to the next one we're gonna talk about, and the performance. As I said, this laptop is really good. It could play a lot of games. Um, I tried using FL Studio here. I didn't had any lags compared to my old PC and laptop. I would have like lagging issues when I'm loading different like samples, plugins. But this laptop is just a beast. It's so fast. It's so good. Like I didn't have any problems at all. Opening Dota, opening stuff like that, Discord, blah blah blah. It had no problem running, but I don't know if it's the laptop that has issues or Windows 11, because sometimes when the computer goes to sleep and when I try to turn it on, it would just like light up a screen and would hang. I don't know if it's the processor, it's AMD. I don't know if it's Windows 11. I don't know if it's just the Asus. I don't really know, but sometimes when the computer goes to sleep, it just it just hangs and does nothing. And also sometimes like the first few weeks of using this laptop, there's actually a problem. um I had to do like a system restore a couple of times, and just to find like the right setting in this one, because sometimes it would go overheating. As you can see, it's 64%. I mean, yeah, 64 degrees, not percent, 64 degrees while running FL Studio and browsers. It could go 80 degrees if I'm playing Dota, even 90. Yeah, but yeah, it would really go hot if you're playing games or doing heavy tasks while charging. So the display, yeah, it's a beautiful display. Look how much I'm using for the brightness. It's already really bright. It's already really bright. Okay, let me just focus. It's not focusing. Anyway, as you can see, I'm even just using like around 70 to 80% of the brightness. So if I turn that on full blast, you can really see how bright that is. Even 50%, you can still actually see. It is a really great display. Watching Netflix on this, I didn't had any problem. Again, playing games, the visual was really good. Even if the game settings went on low, because I play in low settings because I know this is not a gaming laptop, but still it can run games and display It's actually really good. Now the design, which I think is the best part of this laptop. Weighing only 1.1 kilograms. Holy shit. It's the best. Especially if you're a student or a person that travels a lot. Bringing this laptop everywhere is not a problem at all. Not a problem at all. It's like bringing a notebook to class. It feels like that. I don't feel any soreness at all when I bring this laptop almost every day at school. So, and you can see, as I shown earlier, the charger is really small, so I don't have any problem putting that in the bag. It's very easy. And yeah, also the design. Yeah, we're gonna talk about the ports also in the design. It only has a very few ports, like 2 here and then 1 here. But if you're gonna have a USB hub, just like what I do, it's very useful, right? So yeah, just try to buy a USB hub if you're gonna use this. So the design, it's very thin, very light. It's very good. So for the conclusion, do I recommend this for you? Now it depends. It depends on what your goal is. So if you're a pro gamer or spends a lot of time gaming, I suggest you don't buy this laptop because you're just not gonna be happy with it. Because when I was playing on this, the FPS would drop sometimes to 30, but it averages around 60 because this is a 60 hertz. It doesn't really matter if it goes like more than that, but even said it averages around 60 while playing at the lowest settings. It averaged 60 for me on my estimate, because sometimes it would go to 100, but when there is heavy clashes going on in my Dota gameplay, it would go through 30, 40, something like that. So I would say, yeah, I'm around 60, you could say. But if you're a gamer, nowadays, not for you. If you're a video editor that does like Adobe After Effects, probably not for you either. But if you do just for Filmora, Wondershare Filmora, Power Director, those simple video editing, just like making lyric videos or doing cuts and splits, this is for you. This is really good. So if you're a programmer, a student, this is really good for you because, man, it's just so light. The battery is good, and it could do almost everything you want. So that would be my conclusion. Get this because it's just the best thing. Display is good, performance is good, the design is good, display is very good, it's so portable. Yeah, but only those hard video editors and hard gamers, no. But if you just do light editing, like me, I do audio editing here also. Sometimes I even go heavy, like almost like 50 different tracks of audio editing, and I can still do it. So there's no problem about that at all. And my only issue with using this was probably the hanging part when it sleeps and you try to use it again. Yeah, that's probably the issue. I don't know if it's Windows 11, AMD, or the Asus, but I hope it's gonna be solved in the future. And if you're ever gonna have a problem with this laptop, just try to do system restore and it will probably fix, because I had a problem before when the temperatures would average around 60, 70 when I was actually doing nothing. Yeah, that was a problem. So I was like searching a lot of things that could help me online, and they just said system restore, and it actually helped. It went back to 30 and 40 when I was just doing nothing. But when it's overload, it could go 60, 80 though. So that's just what you think about. And that's perfectly normal, okay? Perfectly normal, but not in super prolonged times. Just when you're just playing 1 to 2 games or something like that. So that's my conclusion. Buy it if you can. It's expensive, but it's really worth it. One of the best laptops I've ever had. Yeah, that's all.